The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the assumptions, views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host and guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. In addition, all copyrighted material is used without permission and will be removed with notification from the rightful owners or their agent. So there.
From the deepest depths of the interweb to all the ships at sea.
You found Just Killing Time.
It's me bag, boy.
On Radio TFI.
With your hosts, John Shannon, Bill Fancher, Ed Van Ness. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello. Good morning, kids and kittens. You found Just Killing Time on the Radio TFI family of networks. It is Sunday, June 29th, 2025. From the Radio TFI Executive Tower in Queens, New York, I'm Ed Van Ness. Joining me from the Central Command Studio in Columbus, Ohio, and from, nope, it's the night, I'm sorry, and from, I messed it up. It's the 1972 Wakarusa, Indiana Maple Syrup Festival Queen, the People's Choice, Bill Fancher. Gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning.
The lineal champion.
I don't know what that word is, but the lineal champion?
The lineal champion.
Please explain that.
That's line of succession.
Copy that. Moving on, because
I feel so much better now that I know that.
Don't you, John?
I should know. See, now, who says that we're not informative and educational?
We learn them real good, don't we?
We learn them good.
We learn them good, whether they want to or not.
We're here to educate.
That we is. Well, like it or not, here we are on this final Sunday in June. Whether we like it or not, here we are this final Sunday in June. The boys have survived another week, and as we found out just pre-show, in one of our cases, literally just barely survived the week. Young Mr. Shannon.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't Bill. Young Mr. Shannon had a little accidente, apparently right after last week's extravaganza.
I failed in an attempt to do a head dive into the toilet, but
we've told you about that. You cannot use the 10-meter board. You can't use the 10-meter board in the bathroom, okay? It's off limits to you. If there's no wheelchair ramp to it, you cannot use it, all right? Let's just... Well, we hope everybody's doing well today. We all seem to be in a good mood. I don't understand why, but yet here we are. We're one great piece of news, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that watch us and look in and have tolerated our hashtag Big Time Professional Radio, more like hashtag Big Time Professional Video issues with one young Mr. Bill Fancher. After months and months we've had massive problems with Bill's video. It cuts in, it cuts out. There's a delay when it's working. There's a delay. We literally went through every possible solution. That included contacting StreamYard, contacting his internet provider, We twisted the knobs on his ears to see if that would help at all. And he enjoyed it, but it really didn't do anything to resolve the issue.
I enjoyed it when you twisted my nipples.
Well, we talked about that.
Yeah.
That was between you and me. That was the special.
I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that. Sorry.
No, you were not. But after everything, and we spent hours making adjustments to his computer and to his software, and we went through this, and finally,
And don't forget all the language that was spewed.
There was some foul language that was spewed, to be sure, on both parties. And at the very end of it last week, I said, but we've been doing this on Chrome. And I'm not knocking Chrome because I'm using Chrome. I believe John is using Chrome.
Yeah.
But I said, try it on Firefox. And Bill hates Firefox. I don't know why. I don't think he really knows what it is. I've been trying to explain what a browser is to Bill for quite some time now. And he keeps saying, should I open the Google? No. Google is your friend. It's not your browser. So we opened it on Firefox. And lo and behold.
I was gonna say you're getting ready to jinx something here now.
Yeah,
Man, that's kidding.
That's okay. I got a month to fix it.
That's it. Hey, we're like kids on the last day of school.
That's right. You can break things. So, as of the moment, as of right now, and Bill and I spent some time with him on Firefox, and there were no issues. We're having no real issues now. I mean, we're always going to have a little bump in the road because that's technology and it's going to happen. And the fact that we can do this at all is amazing, considering we all grew up in the era of rotary dial phones. And
Peanut butter box is here.
Okay, and Bill also found the sound effects, so we're going to have to work on that too. We're going to have to put a lock on that door.
Apparently.
So that's good news coming in. John didn't kill himself last week. Always great news.
That's the bad news for the week.
But just a reminder, we'll talk about it a little bit more near the end of the show. This is our final broadcast until August. We are taking off the month of July to get some things done and just basically relax. Bill has been teaching me all about being retired and all the hard work involved in that, since I haven't been working worth a spit. And Bill's really good at the retired stuff. John is a whiz at it. He's so I'm just learning at the feet of the masters here. And,
and learn you will.
I know that I'm in the presence of a master. When last night I had a question about the whole big beautiful Bill thing, and I said, well, I know Bill he follows this stuff. So at 9 p.m. my time, which is 8 o'clock somewhere in which would be 8 o'clock. I woke him up, and he hadn't gone to bed. He was napping. That's a pro, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. I was waiting for the guy in the bullpen to warm up. Just stalling.
Anyway, we'll talk about all that, but first off, let's get everybody's favorite feature. Let's do that.
Good morning, gentlemen. This is the Radio TFI Market Watch for the week ending June 27th, 2025. Brought to you by Pete and Tony's, down by the highway. Uber closed the week at $91.53, up $7.75. Robot taxis, IME. Lyft closed the week at $15.72, up $1.19. Lunch includes fries and a large drink. Tesla closed the week at $323.79, up $1.63. Elon can afford 4th of July rockets that will be blowed up real good. Finally, Trump closed the week at $17.40, down 43 cents. Donnie $2. Is this how you hide money from your wife? This has been the Radio TFI Market Watch. Brought to you by Pete and Tony's, down by the highway. Time for a break. See you on August the 3rd. Enjoy your holiday.
Well, there you go, and thank you, Gerald. Gerald had a bit of a tough day during the recording session, but
Apparently,
we will see him. We will see him back in August when we'll be gearing up for football as well.
and Gerald being British, I mean, you know what they call the 4th of July in England?
The 4th of July.
Friday.
And there's that. And there's that. You feeling better about yourself now?
Kinda.
Kinda. You know, where most of us are not. So anyway,
Come on, Dad!
that just dropped dead right there in the middle of the road. There was no.
It didn't even roll over.
No. It just. I thought it was going to scurry across the road a little bit. It just. That was that.
It was DRT, dead right there.
Man. Right there. There was no getting around that. I am my deepest apologies, ladies and gentlemen. The phone lines are open, 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. If you're at a payphone, please call collect. If you're watching us on the YouTube, feel free to comment. We will answer them. If you're watching anyplace else, come on over to YouTube, like and subscribe, and we'll
come on over. The water's fine.
Water's fine. Well, except for that little yellow patch around Shannon, but a little warm around John, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. But now we can't hear John because he's clicked off.
No, he's muted himself.
That's what we love about John.
I see the invitation has been opened.
Apparently, the
invitation
gauntlet has been thrown.
That gauntlet was thrown like 8-9 years ago. Come on now.
I'm going to throw it back. You know, since I've developed my right arm, I'm actually doing good these days.
Oh, you know. You feel like you're actually a right hand? Feel like you're a right-hander?
I'll be able to throw a fastball that make Nolan. Go
ahead.
That's man too.
John, right now, about all you can throw is a temper tantrum. Come on now. And even that'll wind up in the dirt, as Bill likes to say. So anyway, let's move on to the serious stuff. They talked about the big beautiful bill last night. They dragged that long into a Saturday night. I think it was just a procedural thing, just to get it to pass along. To me, the most interesting thing that happened was after all the backroom dealing. What is it you're button busting proud about, Bill?
The big beautiful bill.
Oh, jeez. You know what? I didn't even see that.
Wow.
It was right there in front of me. I got to get these glasses tuned up during the
I'm telling you.
the break. I humbly apologize to everyone involved. That was too easy. It was just too easy. You know, 2 out of 3 in bed. He is big. He is Bill. But anyway, so this procedural thing just barely passed 51-49. 2 of the Republicans said no. Now, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. Now, this is what really bums me because apparently she was going to be a no vote, and she changed to yes because they agreed to change. There's going to be some wording. There's a section in there about SNAP or food stamps. And by the way, I once tried to mail a watermelon with food stamps, but that's another story. So they want to add work requirements to it and blah 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 blah. Just beat up on poor people. But they put language in now that talks about, well, if it's in a non-contiguous state. Well, that ain't but Alaska or Hawaii.
Why don't you? And Puerto Rico. That's it.
Which isn't a state, not yet.
In the state, but yeah.
Not with this crowd, it's not going to be a state. Oh no. So she got her way. Now it still has to go through the House. It's still got to go through a Senate vote and a House vote and all that. But it just, the nitpicking that goes on, and basically for her, it's like, well, my people are good. The hell with everybody else.
Yeah, gotta love politics.
Gotta love it. I should have.
Well, here's something that I have thought is rather odd about it. They're showing that 58 to 60% of the people say
Who are
no.
they?
Yeah, exactly. Roughly 60% of us say bite the shiny metal one. And apparently they don't listen to their constituents.
Why would
they're going to do what the hell they want?
Because we keep voting them back in. And when I say we, I mean the general we.
The general people again.
Exactly. Yeah, because we keep voting them back in. And also on the other side, these spineless Republicans are worried that because Trump is threatening to primary them. Well, let's take a look at the last election where he quote unquote primaried people.
Deal.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't.
It did not work. The cult, there's not enough of the cult to have that really work out. But again,
especially not now.
Not now. So, and go ahead, keep cutting stuff from your people. Keep knocking out. Keep going. By the way, what are they going to do when they run out of illegal immigrants? Who are they coming after next?
The UFOs.
I'd say it's the retired guys.
Oh, hell no.
Retired veterans.
Oh, hell no, because we still own guns.
Yeah, so now we got this birthright citizen thing that is, this is going to blow up.
How the hell else do you become a citizen? If you're not born here, how in the hell else do you become a citizen?
That's well, people shouldn't have.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying.
But it's in the Constitution. It's the 14th Amendment. Now,
yeah, but the Constitution is unconstitutional.
Apparently, let's
apparently yes.
Keep these two little facts in mind, okay? And it's not deep secrets. Trump's ex-wife, Ivana, you know her. She's at the first green. Wait.
Three of them.
She wasn't an American citizen until 1988. She gave birth to Don Jr. in 1977, Ivanka in 81, and the other nitwit, Eric, in 1984. Let's start with their birthright citizenship. Oh, by the way, let's skip down a wife, because wife number 2, Marla Maples, is an American citizen, and Melanie or Misty or whatever the hell that girl's name is, the blonde. When Barron Trump was born, Melania was not a citizen. She was nowhere close to being a citizen. Other than being married.
Basically, what you're saying is 4 out of his 5 kids are illegal aliens?
Ding, 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 ring a ding, ding. Give that boy a
cigar.
Be that as it may, you take the prices. You take the prices as we give them. So let's start there. If we're going to go with, get rid of birthrights, because they're just literally going on the streets and picking people off. They're not going after the gangsters and the criminals, and which would be fine.
This is
But it's safe.
perhaps something that we should get started.
Perhaps. What's your plan? What's your plan?
I don't know. I'll come back with one after the break.
Okay. I'm making
I
a
have
special
I have concepts of a plan.
You have concepts? Boy, you're starting to sound familiar.
Yeah, isn't it?
You know what that makes you, Bill?
Oh no.
You know what that makes you? Unusually
I don't know.
logical.
Oh no! God, I can't do that. That hurts. My brain hurts.
It also makes you a twat waffle, but again, another story.
Oh no! That's
I'm digging
double
them all-
bad.
I'm digging them all out right now. I got a big old box of them right here. That we
Yes, you
I'm
do.
so sorry I brought
And
that up.
you want to know what's funny about it?
I
They're
would
all
love to
John
know what's
Shannon.
funny.
They're all John Shannon euphemisms. That's what's really scaring me.
That's why we keep the young boy around. That's why we keep the wheels on that chair oiled up, because we need Shannon.
Yes, we do.
I got a good one for you guys. This is going back to the bombing of Iran with the bunker busters.
Oh, that's successful mission.
Iran said, quote, Trump's attack did not reach the required depth to do anything. Stormy Daniels said, yeah, I know. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we're taking a break. Yo, drive safe. Tip your servers.
Don't forget to tip your waitresses.
So trying to be somewhat serial here.
Which cereal? Captain Crunch or
Fruit Loops?
Crunch. Fruit Loops. Hey, Fruit Loops. You how do they spell Fruit Loops on the box, by the way, Bill?
Yeah, exactly.
How do they spell that?
Actually, I think it was. I'm not for sure, but I believe it was FROOT.
It most certainly is.
Yeah, it was. Yes,
it still is to this day.
Is it? Okay.
Let's educate our kids. How do we spell Rice Krispies?
How to spell fruit? Oh, yeah. Yeah, with a K.
No, with a K. It's good to be an American. Something else, just another tidbit I picked up off the interweb. As we enter a war with Iran, you should be absolutely terrified that 31 of the key people protecting the U.S. were Fox News employees less than a year ago.
Absolutely. And good morning.
Buenos días, señor Esteban. ¿Cómo está? Well,
these guys can't. These guys can't handle English. Now they're going to try Spanish. I mean,
como dice? Oh, I messed up here. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Stupido?
Good morning, Steve. How are you? I see. I keep meaning to tune in. I get the notifications. You're on a lot lately. It seems like you're doing a show every couple of hours on Rideshare Rodeo, and I say good for you. Good on you.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind in my viewing, but we're gonna get there. I got a month off coming up because apparently, muy bien. It's MUY, sir. If you're going to communicate with us, and
yeah, if you're not.
Be careful. This is a trap. We're just trying to show ICE where the Spanish speakers are. So
Yeah.
we directed all our efforts to the Colorado area right now. By the way, for those of you listening on the radio, he spelled it MUEBIEN. And by the way,
that must be the Castilian Spanish way of saying.
And it's not one question mark. You have to put the upside down question mark at.
Yeah, you need the other one at the other.
Pregunta no bueno. Anyway, that's the closest I can get to a bad question. Anyway, thanks for playing along with us, Steve, our returning champion. We
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Okay. we go. Everybody's going to whip out their high school Espanol right now, and we'll get calls from all sorts of people. Yeah, send your cards and letter in Spanish.
In Spanish, yes.
Rideshare Rodeo all over the interweb. Just look up Rideshare Rodeo, and he handles our complaint mail now. He's going to deliver it to us because that's what he does. He's in the delivery business. So
there you go.
Send him right along. Moving on now to what were we talking about? I am.
God only knows. Rewind the tape.
It's olden days Spanish. Okay, all right. Rewind the tape. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a good. Lauren Boebert was on with somebody the other day, and she made a comment about having not graduated high school, and I wanted to play it, but the sound just wouldn't. I couldn't get the sound to come on. But as an extra bonus, there's this. Because Bill will be loving his MTG. I want my MTG.
TG.
Now I want you to take a look at Marjorie Taylor Greene here behaving as a well-respected member of Congress should during a dispute. This is an example to all of you out there. Okay, please watch, listen, and learn.
The gentleman yelled, no one loves veterans more than President Trump, and he's made that apparent. That's why he's working for peace
Madam Chair,
right now.
it's not your time right now.
I'm the chair of this committee.
That's not how
I'm the chair.
parliamentary procedure works.
You're not
Madam
recognized, Ms.
Chairwoman.
Stanberry.
You're not recognized either. You can't just speak anytime you want.
I'm the
That's
chair of
not
this
how
committee.
That's not how it
Ms.
works.
Stansbury,
Madam-
you're not recognized.
Madam Chairwoman, that is not how
Ms. Stansbury, you're not recognized.
But that's not how
Ms. Stansbury, you're not
parliamentarians-
recognized.
We're going to get you a Robert's
Ms.
Rules of
Stansbury,
Order
you're
and
not.
the committee
Point of
Ms.
order.
Stansbury,
so
you're
that
not
you can-
recognized.
so that
Point
you
of
can
order.
Understand parliamentary procedure.
Point of order.
Okay.
Point of order.
All right, Madam Chair, calm down. Let's move on.
Ms. Stansbury.
That's your girl, Bill. That's
Looks
your
like
girl.
Bob the Builder.
I don't recognize you. I don't recognize you.
You talk about throwing a hissy fit. It's
God,
mine.
what a douchebag.
I'm the boss. I'm in charge.
Yeah, she's like a little 3-year-old kid with the whack-a-mole thing.
Put her on a roof.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's good morning, Barb.
It's
Oh no! Go
Barbarossa.
figure. Hey, Ed, you're not recognized.
Now we have props. Bill has to travel now. Barbara Fancher is slowly becoming an enemy to this show.
Yo, Barb, you're becoming an enemy of the state.
People are tuning in to come to watch for her very entry.
Well,
just to see what she's going to do next.
Exactly.
Well, we know her
Ed,
origins.
Ed, you're not recognized. You're not recognized. I'm the chairman. I'm the chairman.
Take your gavel.
Yes, I know, and I'll put it away over there.
Oh, that's not where I want you to put it. And I want you to put the big.
Well, I understood that. However,
shine it up,
and save it for
call for a
Pantless
point
Friday.
of order now. Yes,
Robert. That started out so well. We were just going to make fun of MTG, and then
Barbarossa.
And this is gonna end with Bill Fancher with an assault charge. We're gonna send the Texas Rangers out, and I don't mean the baseball team.
No, the baseball team.
Well, we may send the baseball team anyway because they got bats, which are bigger than your gavel.
Bigger. Well, everything's bigger than my gavel.
Hey, now here we go. Now
I'm just a white boy. I'm sorry.
Now everything is it's getting ugly now, kids and kittens. It's getting ugly. We were talking about something.
Oh, were we?
We were.
Is that what
We were.
We was. WUZ. We was talking about something. And now it is. Excuse me. I had a little gaseous moment there. And now for the life of
Oh, where's my gavel?
oh, you know what I wanted
order.
Point of order. You know what I wanted to talk about, and John, you don't know this. I didn't talk to you this week. So the other day I was out shopping, just doing some stuff, running some errands, and I walked into a random Dollar General store. Just sometimes I'll go in these places just to see if there's any.
So you can mingle with the peoples.
That's right. I want to be part of the.
You just want to make sure there were some Dollar Generals left? Is that the deal?
That is pretty much it. So
Some
anyway,
dollars are generally out there. Yes.
yeah. So I buy something. It was $6, and I give the young lady a $20 bill, and she gives me a 10 and 4 1. So I look at the one single, and I said, "This is old." And I didn't have my glasses with me, and I said, "Can you read the year?" And it's 1935. And then I look, and another one is just like it. It's like, holy smokes, that's something. That's maybe two somethings. Well, it turns out, both of them were silver certificates, and they are silver certificates. And one of them appears to be, Bill. What were you saying? It's off center, right?
It's off center, and it's a replacement bill on top of that.
Yeah, and if you're watching us live or on Memorex, we're going to give you a peek at them now. There's one of the bills. There's one of the bills, and we're not talking about Bill Fancher here, okay, Bill? You're just going to need to accept the fact you're sharing that word with people today.
Okay.
It's one of those. Oops, wait a minute. I hit the wrong button there. There we go. Now that's the one bill. Now the other bill, this is the off-center one. If you're listening on the radio, I apologize, but on the front of this bill, you can clearly see that it's off-center. Now they're showing their age. They've got folds in them, but they're in otherwise okay shape.
Yeah.
Let me show you the other one. This one has the X on it. Ooh, the serial number starts with an X. But are they worth anything? I don't know. Bill's a bit of a collector.
$1.
Well, I think they might be worth a little bit more than face value. If for no other reason than the fact that it's a silver dollar certificate.
Right. And I didn't notice that till near the end of the transaction, but it was just wild that I got two of them. What I figure is somebody picked these up. Nana died, or they got a hold of somebody's collection, and they either don't know or they're so broke they had to use these, which is why there were two in a row. I'll bet silver certificate money that there were more of those in that cash drawer or around the area because somebody was spending them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, again, I don't know what their value is. I've looked online. It's, look, we're not going to retire sooner. That's
no, you're not. It's unfortunate for that.
This isn't the upside down airplane on the postage stamp that there's only like two of.
You wish.
Oh, I wish. I wish. And that got us into a conversation about collectibles, which apparently Bill wastes his time and money. I mean, is an enthusiast of. I had to listen to some very detailed reports of baseball cards, which when I was a kid, you put them in your bike spokes, you threw them, you used them to pick the food out of your teeth. threw them at your little sister. You built airplanes out of them, or whatever you had to do. And who knew that? Tell us about Bill. You told
Put
me
your
about
hand
the one.
down, Barb.
It took a minute for me to understand what it was you were talking about. But tell me about your 1991 set. Is that it? It's the set?
Oh, okay. Now, yeah, it's a complete set. It's the 1991 season of Topps baseball cards, and it's still sealed. It came in the original wrapper. I've never opened it. It came sealed. That's how I purchased it. And apparently, 91. Yes, we did. And also, 91 is Derek Jeter's rookie card in there, and I have two of them that I have in a case right now, and so I've got a third one, and it's in an unopened package, and that's how the value is now. The individual cards value aren't as much now. It's a complete sets that are worth more.
And these are packs that have never been touched by human hands. They haven't been seen since the day they were factory sealed, right?
Right.
No one's ever scraped the bubble gum off the front of a card. Do they come with bubble gum? Did the set come with the bubble gum?
No, not anymore. I think the Food and Drug Administration got rid of the gum because it was
Show of hands.
For one thing, the gum is stiff as a diving board, but
yeah, that's why you fell, because you were using the gum as a diving platform.
Yeah, boy, Johnny.
We used to use it as a ramp for our roller skates. I mean, the gum was horrid. I'm not a gum person anyway. Chewing gum disgusts me. The whole idea of it. Ew, I get the willies just thinking about it. So anyway, Bill, what would, if you dug in now and pulled out that Ken Griffey rookie card, or who is it?
Oh, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
I think he played for somebody here in New York. I seem to remember his name.
Nueva York.
Yeah, something like that. Son of a bitch won the World Series like the first 3 years he played. Nobody should.
Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
But your question is?
What do you think offhand? And I know you don't have the exact numbers in front of you, because why would you? What do you think the value of that card is today?
Well, the last time I had them valued, I've not had them graded, which I should. But the last time I checked, and that was probably about 5 years ago, it was worth about $60 a card.
Now, is that just for the Derek Jeter, or is that?
Yeah, that's just the Derek Jeter card.
Okay, what do you think?
I'm sure that complete set is probably worth that complete set is probably close to $300 to $500.
Yeah, well, you got a lot of stiffs in there too.
Well, you always do.
Yeah, you're going to have guys in there who never made it past spring training. They were there for the picture day, but they didn't make it.
That's it.
They were cut in between that time when they settle on who's going in and the time that they came out. There's Keith Olbermann has a great story about that with hockey cards. I won't get into it because it's hockey. And oh, by the way, congratulations to my Florida Panthers on winning the Stanley Cup. I forgot to mention it last week. And we'll go into great detail when we come back in August. We'll do a 2-hour special, and I know Bill and John are just thrilled beyond. Hockey, eh? All right, I'll get off the hockey thing.
Good, thank you.
But Bill, you seem to be surprised when we were talking about what we used to do with our baseball cards and whatnot. We did the gambling thing with it. You would take your cards, and you would go up against another kid, and you would shuffle your cards, hold them in one hand, and the other guy would pick. You flip it over, and whatever the back of the card on the bottom was, if you had the higher number, you won however many cards you had bet. And I can remember going home days with like big, and then I can remember going home very sad because I lost all my cards. And it was
Yeah, well, see, that's your mafia background from New York. Ed had runners out there selling and buying cards.
Look, you got to do what you got to do. It's a business. It's nothing personal.
I'm telling you,
It
it's just business.
Sorry, Nana. It's just business.
Yes,
just
it's
get over
just
this.
business.
Pass the cannoli.
You pass the cannolis.
That's
No.
right.
Leave the gun. Pass the cannoli. Leave the gun. Take
Pass
the cannolis.
Take the cannoli.
No, I mean we there was always a competition of some sorts. I will. Okay, Bill, you already
Otherwise,
know
what was the point? What was the point? Nobody collected them to collect them to
No.
save them for their future.
No,
I mean, you know.
I mean, we didn't know that these were going to have any value. I mean, I remember trying to collect all the 1969 Mets. Because I was crazy. At 10 years old, it was the best year to be a 10-year-old baseball fan in New York. I was all about the Mets in '69, and I even got to stay home from school to watch a World Series game. That's my mother knew how
Impressive.
It was impressive. It was deeply impressive. But where was I? Now I lost my train of thought. I completely lost. Oh.
It happens as you get older.
Yes, it
What's
does.
that? What?
I've seen the
It's
door
Barb.
opening.
It's Barb in the background.
What did I do wrong now?
I don't know, but you're going to pay the price. You're going to pay the price for one of us.
What's this for? Oh, a collectible.
No, he's got a panther.
Oh.
This is your answer to the panther.
Oh, this is my answer to the Panthers. Oh, yeah, but these guys never won a championship. Please, Barb.
Yeah, so Panthers have won 2 in a row. Thank you very much.
I tried.
Thank you, Miss.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss. You need to beef up security at the door.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Gotta
you
put
do.
a
Cats
lock
aren't
on that
doing
damn
their
thing.
job.
No, they're not. Put a
We've
chair
talked
under
about
that
this.
doorknob.
You need to beef up security.
Some kind of something.
Some kind of something. But I was thinking about something we were talking about, and I can't for the life of me. It had something to do with the baseball cards and something I used to do as kids. I know we were talking
You know,
about
the whole story, sorry, Ed, but the whole story with Back to the Future, where he gets the baseball magazine or whatever, sports almanac. I'd love to go back to time and tell my younger self to keep those goddamn baseball cards.
Yeah.
well, sure. Wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all? I mean, there's a gazillion stories of moms, finding boxes of cards long after Sonny Boy has moved out and throw them away. And why? Go ahead, Mom, throw them away.
Yeah, just throw them away.
There's no need for them. You may have had people may have saved one or two going, oh, this was my favorite player, so I'll I'll keep this guy. But you weren't. You've got books and when we were talking about these dollar bills the other day, Bill starts going off to me about sleeves and you got to do this and protect that and this kind of. I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm thinking to myself, I need subtitles. What are you talking about? I'll put them up. They're laying flat on my dresser. I live alone. I don't have pets. Nobody's going to bother them.
They
I don't even have
collect
fish.
dust. They collect dust that way.
So do I. What's your point?
Yeah, what's the point?
Point. You go.
Ed,
and you
Maybe you need a sleeve.
It wouldn't be the first time that's been brokered. Let me tell you that.
Well, yeah, hey.
So that was the exciting part of my week. I thought for a nanosecond there Oh, I had something. I thought I had a couple of somethings there, and I'm thinking it's retirement time, baby. For me, it's nothing would change except the fact that I'd just make it official.
Let's make it official.
That's all I'm doing at this point. I'm
Off
just
another
saying
thing on the bucket list.
that's in December. The Social Security starts, and away we go, and away we go. But unfortunately,
you keep hoping that the Social Security will start.
well, then there's
I'm
that.
spending it up before you gonna get it.
Yeah, you guys are sucking up all my money dry here. It's
Give me more. Give me more.
give me more. Give me more. I tell you what, and and I've said this before, but I get to talking with people who are younger in their 20s and 30s. These poor bastards aren't gonna, oh, there's nothing going to be there for them. It's unfortunate. I spoke to a young
It
man.
should give them a lesson in learning how to vote.
Well, I had a nice conversation with a young man, service manager, when I took my car in for an oil change at the dealership. A very nice young man, 23 years old. And we got to talking. And we got to talking about this whole thing, Social Security, because I had mentioned, I said, yeah, I'm going to retire soon. I said, and I feel bad for you. You're not going to have. I said, now's the time you got to start thinking about it. I wish I had thought about all this when I was 23.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it's not like I was going to join the Navy or anything like that.
Oh, hell no, they wouldn't have had you.
Grown-ups joining the Navy. Come on now. It's for children.
Hell, I was 25 when I joined the Navy.
I know. As I'm saying, it's for children, not for grown-up people.
That's for children.
Let's go play on a boat.
Ship.
Boat. On July 13th, you're getting on a cruise boat. You're getting on a love boat.
And you know what? I've already said when I get ready to board the ship, I'm going to look. Do you know who I am? I do a big time radio show on Sundays.
And they're going to slowly escort you off the boat.
Throw my ass off the ship.
Off a boat.
Either way, I'm done. Either exactly.
They might not say it till the boat's 20 minutes out in the sea. Oh yeah, by the way, man, over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Fancher will be on the Lido deck for about 3 minutes.
Somebody muted my mic there, John. It's okay. I'm back.
Johnny's got the power?
You all have the power.
No, apparently
you didn't know you had that ability, did you, Bill?
No, I just discovered the sound effects. What the hell? I'm gonna mute somebody?
That's because I just put them there just a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, you should have never done that.
Well, I understand that, and that's another reason we need a month off. We need to renovate the studios and build the walls and
exactly.
Let's
get
see.
them firewalls back up.
Yeah. We're not using plaster. Oh no. This will be concrete and steel. You think the vault is something. Wait do you see what this turns into? Oh, look, it's motorcycle time. I don't know if you guys can hear.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's the neighbor.
Oh, good Lord. She drives down the wrong way of the streets because it's easier to get to the garage. And
that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I guess well, she can do what she wants. Don't get me started.
Only in New York.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Columbia too.
Speaking
Only
of
in New
You
York.
get your ass shot.
Yeah, go ahead, John. Speaking of New York.
New York, what do you think about this? About the mayoral race?
Well,
yeah, thanks, John.
Well, I will tell you this much. I want to see Cuomo go away quietly. Or anyway, to be quite honest. Eric Adams has proven to be
A dick.
he's just he has never lost that NYPD mentality. What's right for me sucks for you. I'm gonna do it my way. The laws don't apply to me. Blah blah blah. He is just an arrogant son of a bitch. I voted for him. I held my nose and I voted for him the last time. I wouldn't dare do it again. Mondani, he seems to have his issues too, but at this stage, I would. Cuomo's, I think, is saying he's going to try to run as an independent.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
heard
Adams
that.
is going to do.
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's just a waste of time and money. And then, of course, we have our Republican, Curtis Sliwa, who has been around this city since
He's
I
the
was
guy that was part of the
Guardian
I can't think
Angels.
of- Guard. Thank you.
Oh no, sir, he wasn't part of it. He
Oh,
started.
he was the head man, wasn't he? Yeah.
Oh, his
Well,
wife was hot.
Jesus Christ, how old is he?
He is not young. He's I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years older than me, I think, because that all started when I was a teenager in the late 70s, mid to late 70s, I believe. I'd have to look it up. Dr. Google could help me with that, but when it started, it was definitely something that needed to be done. They weren't into beating people up so much as just presence in numbers, and it was good. It wasn't horrible. Now, once he got political, he had a radio show here in New York. I was gone at the time. I wouldn't have listened to it anyway. But, he's a Trumper through and through. So
Christ.
he didn't get close the last time. He wasn't even, it basically boiled down to Eric Adams and Curtis Sliwa, and I would have much preferred to have had Pizza Rat.
You mean the one down there at Pete and Tony's?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. It's could be big changes at Pete and Tony's over the break. There's a lot going on.
That's what I've been hearing.
I've been
hearing.
Pete, Tony, not really seeing eye to eye. The pizza rat is not making things easy. Gil Christ has stuck his nose in there.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's like that. It's like that. We I don't know. Sales department is having problems with them.
Are you going to take Gil Christ with you when you go on vacation?
Am I taking him with me?
Yeah.
I don't take him anywhere. I look around and there he is, curled up in the back of whatever it is.
He just follows along.
He uses his magical ghost powers, and
that's it.
I can't.
Oh, does he have these same Holy Ghost powers that Jesus does?
Jesus!
It's close. It's close.
Amen.
It's close.
Well, no, Bill, you don't really know Gil that well. Then it's
but I've heard of his miracles.
The miracles that he wakes up. That's the miracle.
That's it.
Getting Gil Christ to walk a straight line. Now that. There's some kind of miracle.
That's the miracle.
That's the miracle.
Forget walk on a straight line, huh?
Gil ain't going anywhere near water unless there's scotch involved. Remember, Gil Christ is Jesus's older, cooler brother. So
older, cooler brother.
That's what he has printed on his T-shirt. Which, by the way, Gil you need to replace that. Holes, jeez, it stinks.
Yeah, come on, man.
The rat.
It's a collector's item.
anyway, so them and Pete and Tony got a whole thing going on.
Are we going to have to mediate that issue?
Gerald is getting uppity because now he's like,
no.
I know, hard to believe. Now he's like, well, I got to do football and the Market Watch coming up, and
is he wanting to renegotiate?
He's wanting to renegotiate. I told him you're going to handle that.
Yeah, my department's got that, Gerald.
You and him in a room together.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash. Perhaps the Purple Hulk will make a.
Yeah, well, the Purple Hulk limps a little bit, so
don't we all? John Shannon.
Yeah. What can I
What color was the Hulk supposed to be in the comics? I didn't hear him. What did he say? What'd you say?
No, he just went, yeah.
What color in the comic books? What color was the Hulk supposed to be?
Oh, great!
We covered this last week. It's now a test.
No, you and I covered it on a phone call.
Oh, did
yeah,
we?
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly. What the hell you two do in your private conversations? I have no idea.
Talking retirement business. The color was originally supposed to be gray, but because of the way the ink was processed, it came out as green.
Really?
So Stan Lee in his genius said, "Leave it at that." Excelsior.
Yes, absolutely.
So there, we've come into a quiet.
I'm glad we solved that problem.
Well, it wasn't a problem.
There were people. There was people that had been calling me for weeks wanting to know about that. So
I understand. We're here to serve. We're here to educate.
Yes, protect and serve.
That's us, baby. Observe and report. That's us.
Observe and report. Yeah, because I ain't getting involved.
You're on your own there, buddy boy. All right, we're coming into. I would love to say a screeching halt, but a slow sputtering lack of momentum here to the end of hour number one.
That's the air's coming out of the tire.
It's kind of running like your last taxi cab.
Yeah. You're not entirely wrong about that. Not entirely wrong. We'll be in just a minute or so here. We're going to take a little breaky poo. We appreciate everybody that's. I highly recommend y'all stick around and watch what we got in store for you on the break this week.
Did he say he highly recommends?
That too.
He highly wrecked him. He highly wrecked him right out of Amsterdam.
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
Damn near killed him.
But I highly recommend this. It is by far and away one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, and I talked about it last week. We talked about it last week.
We did.
We did. And go ahead, Bill.
No, my sister ate all my Halloween candy. I hope it'll rot her damn teeth out.
Well, she saved you from rotting your teeth out.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, you're talking about Amsterdam, so never mind. Moving along.
Nobody said anything about Amsterdam.
I did. I'm hiding.
All right. No, you're not.
You can't recognize me. You don't recognize me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Burt Campbell from Soap. I'm invisible.
That's it.
All right.
What? Was that a deep cut?
That's a deep cut.
Oh, that would hurt.
All right, kids and kittens, we're going to take a little breaky poo here. We'll be back in a couple minutes. You found Just Killin' Time on the Radio TFI and the networks.
TFI.
You found Just Killing Time on Radio TFI.
With your hosts, John Shannon, Bill Fancher, Ed Van Ness. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
Is that a 10-gallon hat, or are you just enjoying the show?
They're real and they're spectacular.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Clark's Tea-Berry Gum presents the Tea-Berry Shuffle. Have a little fun. Try Clark's Tea-Berry Gum.
Welcome to the wonderful world of sex, where together we will achieve a new and exciting level of sexual fulfillment. After dimming the lights, give your partner a reassuring smile and a gentle kiss. Then, move to opposite areas of the bedroom to disrobe. The revelation of erogenous zones is an enticing prelude to sexual foreplay. Become aware now of your own body as it readies itself for the ultimate sensual awareness. It is now time to approach your love partner, placing both hands round the waist, tenderly pressing the hips, moving smoothly up the torso, slowly massaging the erotic areas and gently exploring the curves of the upper body. There. Wasn't that nice? Now you are ready to approach the conjugal bed, relaxing as you fill your senses in your world of awareness. At this time, the male may whisper to the female, A, I love you. B, I need you. Or C, I want you. B. The female may respond by repeating, I want you now.
I want you now.
I want you now.
I want you now.
Recuerdos a todos.
Recuerdos a todos.
Recuerdos a todos.
Recuerdos a todos.
It is now time to insert the birth control device. And we're back. We are now ready to heighten our foreplay to petting. The male may fondle her back and arms. The female, if she is so inclined, may latch on to his honker. Now he may kiss her gently on the face and neck, seeking out the erogenous zones. The kissing should be increasingly passionate, with both partners working into a sexual frenzy. One of the most frequent problems encountered during the sexual act is that of premature ejaculation. Should premature ejaculation occur, the Joy of Sex album comes equipped with Big Jim Slade.
Big Jim, former tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, is outfitted with various whips, chains, and a sexual appetite that will knock your socks off. Big Jim has satisfied women throughout the world, and the capital of Nebraska is Lincoln.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. You found Just Killing Time on the radio TFI family of networks.
We're going to get tagged for the porno on YouTube now.
I'm Ed. He's John. Bill's missing. And that was our new co-host, Big Jim Slade. I love that bit. I love it. I love it. Hello, Bill. I don't know.
He just likes it. He gets a little thrill of the whole.
I love Big. I've loved it since I first saw that movie. And in case you weren't aware, the person on the album doing the narrating, that's Shadow Stevens, who you might remember from radio, Hollywood
I was going to say the old disc jockey,
and also at one point took over. All right, let's so we can move on properly. Yes, Bill. Bill is sitting there with sunglasses on, doing a very poor Blues Brothers impersonation.
I'll be back.
You'll be back. Okay, that has nothing to do with anything we're talking about here, but when you leave, we're bringing in Big Jim Slade.
Well, somebody needs to.
And the capital of Nebraska, and Lincoln is the capital of Nebraska.
It's Lincoln.
You talk about your non sequiturs, kids and kittens. That's Kentucky Fried Movie. If you've never seen Kentucky Fried Movie,
I love that movie.
It's still most of it, 99% of it holds up to this day. You can watch it, and it's still funny. It's still funny. I haven't sat through the whole thing in a good long time, but
well, then you'll have plenty of time.
I have plenty of time because we'll be off the show, and it doesn't appear I'll be working anytime soon. So, I'm so. By the way, John, I pulled that off of YouTube. YouTube's not going to have a problem with it because that's where I got it. You'd be surprised what you can find on YouTube, and YouTube only cares if there's a copyright infringement. And for the most part, anyway, it doesn't matter. We don't need to talk about that.
Or gratuitous nudity.
Or gratuitous nudity, which is why we beg you to keep your clothes on, John. Bill's apparently going to keep
one
those
of the
shades
reasons.
on. Bill's going to keep those shades on the whole.
I'm practicing how to be incognito for the cruise.
Yeah, because you just blend in with the crowd now, don't you?
I don't want people asking for autographs and.
Yeah, we're gonna have the marketing people on that cruise with you. There'll be banners and billboards and dolphins jumping out of the water, forming your face, in a synchronized 400 dolphins forming Bill Fancher's face.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thought we said dolphins were intelligent.
Hey, they're in it for a buck too, you know.
Oh, no, you're not recognized. Don't
You
make me
touched
get
that
my gavel again.
You touch that gavel, I promise you. Oh, would
We'll
somebody
turn out the lights here.
Somebody ask for the band, please.
Oh, cue the band, please.
It's time for On This Date, where we celebrate major events, birthdays, you name it, we'll talk about it if it happened on this date. Let's start off. It is June 29th. Let's kick it off.
Please, Mr. Custer, I don't wanna go. Boom. Hey, Mr. Custer, please don't make me
Oh, no!
On this date in 1863, George Armstrong Custer, age 23, was appointed Union Brigadier General. You know somebody regretted that move.
Yeah, he sure enough did.
Moving on.
Why am I not hearing anything? Oh, there we go.
On this date in 1927, the first flight from the west coast of the United States arrives in Hawaii.
It took that long?
It took that long. Took that long.
You're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on that grand old flag. Rally round the flag, let us rally round the flag.
It was on this date in 1936 that George M. Cohen was the first artist to be presented with a U.S. Congressional Gold Medal by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It was for raising war morale. He was a great boost to the boys over there. Over there. He wrote that too. Do 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 do. On this date in 1956, the U.S. Federal Interstate Highway System Act was signed by President Dwight David Eisenhower. That was the Roadrunner, by the way. Meep. For those of you.
I was wondering.
Yeah, that's the connection. Sometimes the connections aren't always as clear as. Anyway, moving on.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll become tiptoe.
Not again.
With your lips, with me.
On this day in 1968, Tiptoe Through the Tulips with Me by Tiny Tim peaks at number 17. Actually, it was set up for today, but it was useful last week.
Yes, it was.
These things are done well in advance. Born on this day in 1919, Slim Pickens. Slim Pickens. Exactly.
Grab that bomb.
And anybody want to take a shot at what his real name was? His birth name?
Fat ass.
Lewis Burton Lindley Jr.
Huh.
Now,
I would have changed the name too.
Here's one for you boys. Born on this day in 1936, the one, the only, Harmon Killebrew.
That's right. It's Harm's birthday today.
It is. Well, we were talking about that. We were talking about that the other day. Harmon Killebrew and Boog Powell were two of my favorites. Just big first basemen that could seemingly knock the ball out of the state, no matter what. Turning 81 years old today, and it's shocking how Gary Busey.
Oh my God, he's still alive?
That's. I was surprised he made it to 41.
No shit. Oop.
Yeah.
Come on.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal parameters.
That's a slider. Come on, let it go.
We're on the air.
Can't do it. Can't do it, Sally.
Man.
Can't do it. You'll find it in your pay box. Well, born on this day in 1947, and sadly, we just lost him last year. Comedian Richard Lewis.
Oh yeah.
Turning 77 years old today, and Bill's going to see him in a couple of weeks on the Love Boat. Fred Grandy.
Oh God.
Out of Iowa.
Wasn't he Gopher?
He was Gopher. He was also a congressman.
Yes, he was. You're right.
Yeah, I remember.
Forgot about that.
He left the show. Turning 76 years old today, former Monday Night Football announcer Dan Dierdorf.
Far out.
And turning 47 today, and certainly a member of the Forever 21 Club, Nicole Scherzinger. If you don't know who she is, she's currently starring on Broadway in Sunset Strip, and she was on The Masked Singer for all those years.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
And that, my friends, will take care of On This Date for this week, this month, and this year. So I have a couple of things I want to
miss that.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, it's not going away. It's just going away like we all are. It's taking a break. And we'll miss all those big July birthdays, but then there's next year. So, like I've been telling you guys, I haven't been getting a lot of work lately. And I'm also thinking about once I retire, I'm probably going to want a part-time job. Just a little something to keep me occupied. So I went out.
Oh, you are a rookie. You are a rookie. Damn, son.
Well, I'm just investigating things.
God, we got to train that out of you.
And I went and I applied at this national chain. And they gave me this video to watch as part of the training manual. In case I decide I want to follow through with it. This is my Waffle House training video.
Right. Right.
Excuse me? These eggs are running. Can they be cooked again?
And my waffle is burnt. Can I get a new one?
If a situation like this arises, please do not throw hands. We know it's tempting, but court dates cut into smoke breaks. Instead, try using de-escalation phrases like, "Buy a waffle and then eat around it, bitch." Or my favorite, "The f*** did you expect? This is Waffle House." Remember, our goal is to reduce physical altercations by 12%. We crunched the numbers, and the only company to pay their employees more to fight was the UFC. So that means no uppercuts on the clock, and if you must square up, clock out first, like management does. Now let's see how the associate handles the situation.
My waffle is burnt. Can I get a new one?
Oh, your waffle is burnt? Then eat around it, bitch.
Excellent. The customer will receive exactly what they asked for, and a little extra. Congratulations, you've completed our core training. Now let's take a look at a few situations you'll be learning in our next training video. What to do when a customer brings a raccoon inside. Proper spatula stances during a brawl. What to do when a waffle is used as a weapon. How to tell if those are firecrackers or gunshots. Safely retrieving a tip from an active crime scene. How to properly scramble eggs during a race war. Acceptable slurs for you to say after you've been hit in the head with a coffee maker. Where to ash your cigarette when you're cooking on the grill. And is it acceptable to blow into a customer's breathalyzer so their car will start? Remember, it's not just a Waffle House, it's a waffle home.
Matt was demoted to line cook after punching a customer who who snapped their fingers and called him white boy. So I've got that to look forward to. And I hear they're hiring, John. You might want
This
to.
is not the Waffle House you want to work at.
I
All
have
right.
plenty of Waffle Houses here in Ohio, so
All right.
Oh,
So I'm about to show you guys a video, and
but I'm gonna have to ask these people to move back, though.
well, this involves a rather large young lady, and what they're attempting to do with her, I will do my best to describe
Oh,
it for
no.
the radio audience once it starts playing. And feel free to comment, gentlemen, whether it's positive or negative. Let's take a look. Okay, the scene here is a horse on a beach. Two people are trying to help a young lady who is she's got considerable junk in the
Oh
tank.
my God!
What Bill just noticed it.
It just
so
popped up on my
he
screen.
thought it was the horse.
He thought it was the horse, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
was the horse trying to get on her?
No. Now keep him. I want you to understand the horse remains calm the whole time. I have the video paused.
Hey, no
right
way. That horse not see that big ass?
Now. Let's move on.
Oh dear God.
They are doing their best to help this young lady. They're grabbing her by the legs. They're going to try and
Oh, you
boost her up.
skinny little fart. You ain't gonna do nothing. It's like lifting a sequoia.
She's a big girl. There's no question about it. She's not very tall.
She ripped
This
on
is
it.
big. It's like Fluffy says. That's damn.
All right, Bill, you need to lower it down because you're blowing out the audio. But
Sorry.
they're trying to lift her up now. If you're not watching this, you're missing something. Now I paused it here. I give the young lady credit for at least being willing to attempt it, knowing that she's going to have to be manhandled up onto this horse. And by the way, kudos to the horse for just not caring one way or the other. The
Wait till
horse
she gets up, he'll start caring.
When I first started watching this video, I was concerned that if she did get on the horse would just sink into the sand.
Uh-huh.
So let's keep it moving now. Oh, by the way, before we continue on, boys, what do you think? Yay or nay? Does she get up on the horse?
Oh, hell no.
That's a hell no from Bill. John?
I sure as hell hope not for the horses.
But do you think she will?
No, I think the dude in the orange shirt's gonna wind up giving her a piggyback ride.
All right. Let's continue.
Somebody's
on.
head's gonna go up her ass.
Now they're desperately trying. There's 3 people involved now. They take a couple minutes to talk here, but we cut ahead. So now they're bringing in a step stool.
Oh, because that's gonna help.
Now the little bench, which is about 2 feet off the ground. Her legs ain't going up that high.
And even at that bench ain't gonna hold her ass.
The last time her feet were that high, she was on an airplane. Okay. So now my favorite thing is the guy here at the front of the video who's no shirt and like the tan pants. Watch this guy because he needs about 50 pounds of her weight. Where do you see how loose his pants are? Wait do you see his pants? Now they're trying to get her to put her foot up on the bench, and they're patting the bench and saying, "Put your foot up here." I think she understands what needs to be done. It's just this is a physics problem now.
Yes.
And again, I feel for the young lady. They got her by 1 foot. They're trying to boost her up. She's not coming. Gravity is winning this one.
That's quantum physics.
As we like to say here, gravity is the law. She desperately tried. I give that young lady kudos for trying. The horse, you know what I think it was with the horse? The horse was just like, ain't no way she's getting up here. I'm not worried at all.
Yeah, the horse was like, I ain't worried. Bitch can't move.
I ain't worried. This is not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. And
you found this video where?
Religion.
I stumbled across it online. What was that, John?
I said the horse discovered religion.
No, the horse knows physics. And again, the young lady is one of these people, and I'm not mocking her, but all of her weight is below her waist, most of her weight, and behind her, she's got one of these. She's one of these people. You got to wonder, how would she ever get on an airplane? Forget getting in the seat.
It's a honky donk, but donk.
And they were trying to get her up on this horse, and
that's
I don't understand. I don't understand, and I feel for her. I truly do. You know, my mom had some weight issues, but I think, you know what'll make us all feel better right now, Bill? What do you think would make us feel better?
What you're honking at, huh? What, you don't like the way I drive? What? Come on in here, I'll give you a driving lesson. You want a piece of me? Why don't you come out and get you some, huh? Where are you gonna go now? Well, you can't speed up by anybody now. You think you're better than me? What, you think, oh, I don't like the way you drive. What, you got a fancy what? Huh? See? Ow!
The Trunk Monkey, a revolutionary idea pending approval by Attorney General.
All right, back in the trunk.
Back in the trunk. And that was for young Mr. Bill. That was to get us all back on track, making us feel better about ourselves after sort of a palate cleanser, if you will. Sort of a palate cleanser. When we come back from vacation, we are looking to add a new segment. I told the guys the name of the segment, which I promise you I'm not going to say again. But we will be utilizing young Mr. Fancher's deep knowledge and experience in the game of baseball. Bill has mentioned once or twice that he was an umpire, a baseball umpire. So we're going to inaugurate a new segment come August 3rd called Ask No, and it's not going to be that. It's going to be something along the lines of The Umpire Strikes Back. We're not going to use the ASK word. We will certainly change that. Now, just as a little preview of the kind of thing we're going to see, we're not asking you to make any calls here, Bill, because there are no calls to be made. This is one we're calling That's a Strike? Really? Take a watch.
Boom! Goodbye! You're not drawing a line. Out! Out!
Did you see that, Bill?
I can't see anything. It's just buffering on my screen.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Here we go. Okay. All right, here we go.
We're starting it over.
What the hell?
Boom! Goodbye! You're not drawing a line. Out!
He throws him out.
Well, they should have.
One in the dirt.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Did he check to see if he went? Oh, dear Lord.
He never moved. You want to see it again?
Yeah.
We're going to see it again. We'll get that again, too. Never moved.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Stop.
No, that's not okay. Oh, my God. How far back can you be?
How about a strike?
Well, hell, he's 20 feet behind the catcher. How the hell does he know?
Calls her out. See, you're right.
Where did you find these guys?
There's a pitch there. Those are your umpires, ladies
Wow.
and gentlemen. That's just a taste of what
These
we're going to
guys-
see.
These guys must have had early dinner plans or something.
Yeah. Mainly what we're going to see is close calls and, which way should this have gone.
Wow.
That was just a collection of you got to be kidding me.
Those were.
I mean, I'm no umpire, and I understand that, if even a check swing can sometimes be, viewed as a strike. I get that. But in none of those cases was that moved. I mean, it just barely, they never broke their wrist or anything like that. And
Breaking
just
your
balls.
wrist has oh God, I'm gonna reach through this camera and choke your ass out. It's got
Don't make
nothing to
promises.
do with breaking your wrist. It's got
Then please
nothing
explain
to
it.
do with breaking your wrists.
Explain
It's
it, Mr.
whether
Umpire.
or not the bat crosses or enters the strike zone.
Really?
It's got nothing to do with your wrists. Nothing.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
had this discussion with a coach up in Altus, and I wound up throwing his ass out because he was ignorant.
So in none of the cases that we just saw, because the shoulder barely moved. I mean, the bat barely moved.
No, the guy didn't even offer at the pitch, for crying out loud.
Yeah. So that's a compilation. Again, that was a compilation of clearly bad umpiring. I mean,
yes, they were.
Nobody gets them
Bad
all right.
umpire. Bad umpire.
Bad umpire. And
But
look,
you can't those. Oh.
Yeah, no. Look, my favorite is the girl that runs the first base. The ball gets there when she's out of frame, and the guy calls her out. Are you even watching?
He obviously does not know the difference between. He doesn't know the difference between a safe signal and an out signal.
Oh, something tells me that's not the. I understand you're trying to.
But that guy could have been my buddy, because our thing was, when in doubt, call him out. Get the game over with.
Yeah, but there was no doubt there. I understand that. And you've said that before.
Somebody had some doubt.
So as we
tie goes to the runner. Oh, that's a fallacy. That is a fallacy.
It's what time is dinner, right?
Exactly. Hey, we got a flight in an hour. Damn it.
So look for that when we come back. The Umpire Strikes Back, or it may have another name, and we'll. It may not be a weekly thing, but when we already have a couple in the bullpen warming up, and that was just.
Today's segment should have been, "Are you kidding me?"
It was. Are you? That's a strike, really? That's
yeah.
As we move along here, as we're emptying out, I think let's finish off with a grown-up fairy tale.
Gather round all. It is once again time for you to settle in and allow your mind to wander as we regale you with a classic, grown-up fairy tale.
Will Suck My Lollipop by Jen Genevieve. My lollipop can be salty, my lollipop can be sweet. My lollipop is so tasty, it's the perfect treat. Please, hard hands. But who is going to lick it? Who will get a taste? I need my lollipop sucked. There's no time to waste. He's serious, man. Georgia, have a look at this here. Will you give it a lick? No, please leave me alone. You give me the ick. He's like, the fuck? Georgia's a bitch. I looked at my lollipop in my hand. Why won't anyone suck it? I just don't understand. I went for a walk and tried a different plan. Fingers crossed. Good luck, bud. Jimmy, will you suck my lollipop? I'm sure you'll be a fan. So sorry, I can't. The only thing I lick is clams. Undeterred, I carried on with my quest. I made sure my lollipop looked its best. Did I hear Hawk too? Melanie, look at my lollipop. It's not gonna suck itself, I said with a smirk. Please go away. You're acting like an absolute jerk. What is going wrong? Why can't I get my lollipop licked? I strolled home. My confidence had dipped. I bumped into Kelly. She looked a little distraught. Are you okay? She said. I want to show you support. No one will suck my lollipop, and I don't know why. Kelly replied, I will happily suck your lollipop. How could I possibly deny? Of course, she's a redhead. That was a well-meaning, loving joke. I love you, spicy redheads. Kelly had a lick, and then she lost control. Before I knew it, she swallowed my lollipop whole. The moral of the story is, if you want your lollipop sucked, don't be a dick.
I think we can all take something away from that. I'm not
How
sure
many
what
licks does it take?
Yeah, exactly.
3.
Was that Octua?
Well, we've cleaned out the video vault for this week. There's nothing left on the shelf except dust. We'll have that all taken care of before we get back.
We still have 30 minutes to go.
30 minutes to go. I did my level best. Good God Almighty. Oh, I'm drained. Between the lollipop and Big Jim Slade, I'm just.
You let Big Jim Slade drain you?
Sometimes you don't have a choice in these matters.
Apparently not.
Big Jim Slade said something about my lollipop, and who am I to say no? He used to be a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. Used to be.
Used to is the operative words here.
That's the operative word here.
It used to be a tight end.
It used to be a tight end. And Lincoln is still the capital of Nebraska.
Don't know where the hell that come from, but okay.
That's the last line of that bit. Big Jim Slade, blah, blah, blah. And Lincoln is the capital of Nebraska. Pay attention. Watch it again. Oh man. So
I can't even think of a damn thing to bring up right now. That's,
how about your
this
lollipop?
is sad.
It's not sad. I'm letting you guys kind of wear yourselves down here. Don't worry. We're not. So while we're away, we're going to do major renovations on all the studios here. We're going to have a whole new look coming back. Again, Big Jim Slade will be replacing one of these guys. I'm not telling them who.
That was damn near a spit take.
We're moving the corporate headquarters to Lincoln, Nebraska.
That'd be one way to keep Barb away.
Well, there was
I doubt it.
And apparently Jim Jordan is coming in as our new executive president. It's our new
fudge.
And MTG, she says the gavel's hers. Come on, Bill. I can't give you a bigger cue
I know
than that.
she's using that gavel for something. I just don't know what.
Now, for all you
I don't
folks
wanna
that are going to
get
miss
near
it, for all you folks that are going to miss us while we're gone, you can look
All
up
three of you.
All three of you. You can go on YouTube and find the shows. If you go to you know what sucks? Again, it's not losing my memory. It's losing everything else.
Go to Radio TFI on YouTube and then look for just Killing Time.
Radio
It's great.
TFI USA.
Let's say you can also go
Thank
to you can also go to SoundCloud, look us up, and all of our audio is there. You can go to radiotfi.com, and that'll take you pretty much anywhere you need to go. Also, we'll be broadcasting on the radio encore performances of this here
On the
program.
radio.
As usual,
On the radio.
this show will be broadcast every morning at 10 a.m. for next week. That's how we always do it. And then for the other rest of the weeks that we're off, we're gonna pop in some random shows, and there'll be a mix. There'll be a nice mix of past shows. Some of them you may have heard. Most of them you probably haven't. At least one or two of them are going to be good broadcast quality. The rest, who knows? You know, ever since Fancher came on, it hasn't exactly been top-notch quality. But we're going to put all that together for you folks. There'll be a lot of music, and
I want to know why the hell you're blaming Bill for the quality.
Exactly.
You don't think I'm going to take the hit now, do you?
No, hell no.
Please.
Oh, no.
Please.
You know,
is this your first day?
crap rolls downhill. And I guess I'm at the far right.
As long as you were involved, it's perfection. You want to talk about a wannabe Donald Trump over here?
Oh, that was nasty. Ooh.
Yeah, so we can just take him out. We don't have to.
Help me.
Anyway, where was I? After
Help
taking
me.
That's a very good question.
Taking the slings and arrows, I was on a roll there too. I was very much on a roll.
Were you? You on a tootsie roll?
Somebody's rolling it.
Oh, I was going to talk about 4th of July.
Oh,
now,
here we go.
Now, the celebration for Independence Day is this coming Friday, as I'm sure you're well aware. And if you live in a neighborhood like mine, the revolution, the fireworks started 3 days ago. That's no joke. This past Friday, it started in my neighborhood, and I expect it to go sometime through September.
Yes, probably.
You know, I hope and pray for rain on 4th of July. I hope and pray for rain.
What are you, a communist?
No. After like 10 o'clock at night, I hope and pray for rain. Blow your stuff up. Watch the organized shows. I'm a big fan of watching the organized fireworks displays. I think that's great. But to have you and your knucklehead pals out in the middle of the street blowing off quarter sticks of dynamite, and
Bill, that reminds me of the days when we were doing them in your backyard.
In the backyard.
And how old were you guys?
That's immaterial.
I'm gonna guess mid-20s.
No,
it was kind of like Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead do fireworks.
That's scary. That is scary.
Hey, but I've never seen myself or Johnny move so fast when we launched that one rocket that day, and that sumbitch turned around and came right back at us. Johnny and I both, yikes, off the deck. Oh, we both stood there looking at it going, I ain't believing it's doing that.
It's got a homing device on it.
They had something.
So one year, my buddy Harry throws a 4th of July party, and he was the type that would go. He would drive up to South Carolina and buy, a small country's worth of explosives, bring them back. Now, Harry had one of the coolest apartments you've ever seen. It was a 1-bedroom apartment. The inside of the apartment was kind of weird. You came through the kitchen, then the bedroom, then the living room. It was kind of weird. But the best part about it was it had its own pool, a walled off pool. Beautiful. Yeah, a single apartment. It was a triplex. The building had 3 apartments, but only Harry's apartment had access to the pool. So we would have all sorts of parties there. Yeah, we would have all sorts of parties there. So we do all of our stuff and blowing stuff up. We're eating, we're drinking, we're being silly. So I had gone inside. I had changed out of my swimsuit into dry clothes. And I'm wearing my relatively new topsiders, which are boat shoes. Very comfortable, very comfortable. So I'm standing there. And at one point, somebody, I think it was Harry's mother, had a bottle rocket. And she points the thing at me, and it hits me. And then one of the guys, actually Harry's brother-in-law, says, "Oh, Ed, you're on fire. You're on fire." So what do? I dive into the pool.
Jump in the pool.
Jump in the pool. And my wallet is destroyed. Everything in my pockets is, Fortunately, my topsiders.
But you weren't on fire.
I was never on fire, as it turned out.
Oh, no.
But the what actually happened with that story was that for the following year, I made up a tank top T-shirt that had a bullseye on it, and to make it easier for.
I was going to say, now you're daring someone.
Now, well, so we go through the party and all that, and lo and behold, same thing happens, but instead of me, it's our buddy Pete. Harry's mom has the bottle rocket. Pete gets hit with it. His shirt actually did catch on. It caught some. He dives in the pool. So the following year, I gave him the shirt to wear. And we did that for about 4 or 5 years. The people seem to be getting hit every year. So the shirt got passed down.
But nobody with the target got hit.
Nobody with the target got hit. No, sir. No, sir. And
sounds like this guy's mom was an evil wench.
Oh, Joanne had her. Oh. Joanne once launched a. Now Joanne was she was always right there with us when it came to big Dolphins fan and season ticket holder, watching the games, the Super Bowl party. She got going on her white wine, and watch out.
Oops.
She spent a year with the I Hate Ed campaign.
Tell me where I can find this woman.
She's
yeah, exactly. Ah, damn it.
But it didn't matter where we were. We could be out to dinner. It didn't matter. She gets a couple of white wines in her. She just started at the top. I hate Ed. Yeah, well, you're not the only.
Let the party begin.
I hate Ed. And it was just.
I got something of mine for a T-shirt myself.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the first one, Pally Boy. There's a line that forms to the left. Okay, don't. I spend my Sundays with you two goons. That'll tell you everything you need to know. There's, that's it. I'm down to the two of you, and that's that. Even Gil Christ doesn't look at me. He just kind of sits there and permeates. But if you're going to go out and act like a moron this Friday night, which are just keep in mind the poor little animals, the puppies and the kittens.
Yeah, this is true.
You're scaring a living.
Yes, you scared the crap out of them kids.
I saw a great video about 6 months ago. It was about a dog. The dog is deaf. So it's one of the few dogs that actually enjoys the 4th of July. They had video of him enjoying the 4th of July. He's watching the fireworks, and because he don't know how scary it is because he can't hear it. And but like I was starting to say earlier, we're just be nice with the doggies, And if you've got a dog or a cat, do what you can to try to keep them calm. They're gonna go that poop crazy. Find them a nice little corner, set them up. It's, And at 3:00 in the morning, it's about done. You're done. You don't need to be blowing stuff up no more.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Some
mean,
people have to get up and go to work. Believe it or not. I mean, I'm not talking about myself.
No one on this panel. No.
I saw one of those shirts says today's Sunday. You got to work tomorrow.
But of course, there's always fresh ones coming up that, oh, here's a great idea. Let's blow stuff up all night long because alcohol and explosives.
Yeah, there's
that's what took so long to get that combination? I don't understand.
Me neither. Yeah, Boston Tea Party. We were right there. We were so close to it. Close to it. Yeah, let's just blow it. We blowed it up real good, as Gerald said earlier. Blowed it up real good. Maybe Elon will send one or two of his rockets up on Friday, and we can watch
that.
Them
would be kind of cool to see.
It would be not as cool as that fan.
I saw some vicious bastard one year put an M80 in a frog's mouth and lit it on fire as the frog's jumping away. It was nasty. I thought, dude, did you really have to do that?
I mean, look, we all do things.
But
like
okay, now full disclosure. We were all drunk as hell, so when it first blew up, everybody was like, ah!
Look, unless the thing was wearing a top hat and tuxedo and singing "Hello, My Baby."
Oh,
and then after you saw the frog, you saw the frog shrapnel coming down from the heavens. Then it got gross.
Yeah. Oh, only after the frog. There's two words I never thought I'd hear together.
Only after.
Frog shrapnel.
Oh, frog shrapnel.
I literally
yes, indeed.
Are you're writing that down, Ed?
Oh yeah. That's going in the book.
Okay.
That's right. That's right after unusually logical.
See the things you can learn on this show.
We be educated.
That's right, people. Come on now.
Bill, can you explain to us how you place the M80 in the frog's mouth?
The guy just grabbed a frog. He kind of squeezed him, and the frog goes, and he stuck the M80 in its mouth.
Bet you the guys
we don't need to relive it, Ed. It was funny once.
I think the frog would disagree.
I probably would. If he could find him.
Well, he's right there. And there.
It's hence frog shrapnel.
Hey, at least you could have frog legs afterwards.
Oh,
that's about all that was left.
6 minutes, kids. 6 minutes.
Don't, all you people out there, don't try that. No, don't leave the frogs alone, damn it.
Don't try that at home or anywhere else.
Oh no, we were trained professionals.
You were not. You were drunken assholes.
Exactly.
I seem to remember the beer was flowing well when I was at your place for 4th of July.
Yes, yes, it did.
I somehow seem to remember that.
Booze and explosives.
Oh.
If Bill laughs much longer, those cheeks of his are going to explode.
And with the best part, though, we're sitting there one day and somebody was trying to open my gate, and the gate would fall down if you opened it.
Yeah.
So somebody said, "Don't." I said, "Don't mess with the gate; it'll fall down." I heard something talking. I go, "What are you, a cop?" And I hear this. As a matter of fact, I am. Oops. Yeah. Oh, sorry, officer.
Hamina.
Exactly.
Well,
You folks ain't firing off fireworks, are you?
yeah.
No,
Be
no,
nice.
sir. It's not us.
Must
It's
be
the
over
pro-
the.
Everybody's picking up the fireworks and running in the house with them.
No, officer, it's the frog. He's the one that's doing it.
It's the frog. That son of a bitch was trying to steal my fireworks. Well, he won't do it again, will he? Yeah, he won't do it again.
It will not. All right, let's settle down now. Settle.
Oh, I'm getting a headache from.
Like I said, it's funny to
laughing.
see once.
So, Bill, I'm guessing the guy who did the frog thing, he's probably running an orphanage now or something. He's in charge of a pet shelter.
I think actually he's a congressman in Iowa.
Wow. Thank you, Gopher.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be careful with your amphibian friends this year. That's all we ask. That's Bill's
all
story
we
was
ask.
for
Come on, man.
entertainment and purposes.
Entertainment purposes only.
Not to illustrate how to blow up a frog real good. He's having flashbacks right now.
I'm telling you, it's killing me. Not like
He's gonna get it.
the frog, but it's killing me.
He's gonna wake up. He's gonna get on that boat in a couple of weeks and wake up one night to a whole
Screaming. Ah! Ah!
John, keep the camera on yourself for another couple minutes. You move the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. We just got a couple minutes to go. There you go. Right there.
My bad.
That's okay. It happens. That's why we're taking a nice break.
And hold on, Ed, I got to ask Johnny, do you remember what kind of beer we were drinking?
Was it Red Dog?
It was that red Dog beer. Exactly.
Red Dog? What the hell is Red Dog?
Actually, it wasn't bad bear. I don't know who made. I think
beer.
Was that not Schmitz? Was that Schmitz?
No.
Or Stroh's or somebody?
No. Schmitz was behind Pig's Eye.
Right. Oh, that's right. That's right.
I
don't know. I don't know who it was.
You get to a certain point in your beer consumption, it don't really matter what you're drinking.
At a certain point.
Enough of that.
All right, kids. Wait.
Push
we're
it to a
rolling.
certain level.
We're rolling down. We're in the final two. It's the 2-minute warning. Once again, we're going to be off. Yes, Bill, because he's doing the 2-minute warning. We're going to be off. We'll be back August 3rd. Enjoy your July. We're gonna
Yeehaw!
fix things up around here. We're gonna take our little breaky poos. Bill is going to stay retired, I guess, during that time. He's gonna get on a big old boat.
I'm gonna try my hardest.
You're gonna try your hardest. It's good. I'm just not gonna. That's all. All right, there. And John, what do you got to say for yourself?
Who are you asking me? Remember.
It's time.
Yeah.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
All right. Thanks a lot, kids, and
he
for
got
joining us. Blown up real good. One of them's Bill. One of them's John. I'm Ed. We'll see you in a month. See ya.
Radio TFI.